Philippians chapter 4 is often treated like a collection of cute slogans for a coffee cup. Rejoice always. Do not be anxious. I can do all things. Those verses get pulled out of context and turned into motivational sayings. But Paul did not write Philippians 4 to decorate walls or inspire morning routines. Philippians 4 makes no sense until you see the one thing Paul is actually doing. He is calling the church to continued participation in the mission. Once you see that, everything in the chapter locks into place. Paul opens the chapter by calling the church to stand firm together. That language assumes pressure. Pressure from outside and tension inside. Then he immediately addresses division. Two people at odds. And he asks the church to help restore unity. That is not random. Disunity threatens gospel advance, so Paul deals with it first. A divided church cannot move outward. It turns inward and stalls. Unity here is not about feelings or personality. Unity protects the mission. Paul then reminds them that these people labored with him in the gospel. That phrase matters. These are not spectators sitting on the sidelines. They are co-workers. They are mission partners. Paul keeps pulling the church back to the same focus. The gospel moves forward through shared participation. No single leader carries the mission alone. The church advances together. This is what keeps the entire letter unified from start to finish. When Paul talks about rejoicing in peace, he is not offering emotional therapy. He is in stabilizing the church under pressure. An anxious church becomes reactive. A fearful church becomes inward-focused. But a stable church stays outward-facing. Peace here is not escape from difficulty. It is endurance in the middle of it. It is the ability to remain steady so the mission does not collapse under strain. Then Paul thanks the church for their financial support. And this is where many people misunderstand the chapter. Paul is not fundraising. He is affirming continued partnership. The language he uses is shared investment language. Shared account. Shared fruit. The church is not paying Paul as a religious professional. They are participating with him in gospel advance. Their giving is mission alignment, not obligation. That is why Paul talks about contentment. Not because money does not matter, but because the mission does not stop based on circumstances. Whether he has plenty or little, the gospel keeps moving forward. Paul is not dependent on comfort. He is dependent on God. God supplies what is needed for the work to continue. The mission does not rise or fall on resources. It rises or falls on faithfulness. Even the famous line, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me," is not about personal achievement or individual success. It is about enduring hardship, remaining faithful, and staying engaged in gospel work under pressure. It is strength for perseverance, strength for obedience, strength for mission when conditions are difficult. This is the one thing that makes Philippians 4 finally make sense. Paul is saying, do not drift, do not fracture, do not turn inward. Stay united, stay generous, stay engaged, because what God started among you, He intends to continue through you. When you read Philippians this way, the entire letter holds together. Chapter 1 introduces gospel partnership. Chapter 2 protects unity for the mission. Chapter 3 presses outward pursuit. Chapter 4 calls for continued participation. Philippians is not about private spirituality. It is about gospel advance through a unified church. If you read Philippians 4 as inspirational slogans, you miss Paul's point. He is not ending the letter with comfort. He is ending it with a charge. Stay in the work. Stay together. Stay invested. Because the mission is not finished yet.